For our very first top 10 list, let's take a look back into the golden age of Hanna Barbera cartoons, next on Impact Cartoons. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at Hanna Barbera cartoons superheroes. So no Scooby-Doo today, no Flintstones, no Jetsons, just those who would kind of fall under the title of a classic superhero. So let's jump into it and get started.
Number 10.
First, at number 10, we're going to start with Dynomutt. Now, you guys know Dynomutt was one half of that dynamic duo of Blue Falcon and Dynomutt. Dynomutt, for the most part, was a weapon, if you ask me. Had all of these gadgets and tools built into his body. He was kind of a bionic dog. He was not the brains, but the brute force, let's say, behind the team of Blue Falcon and Dynomutt.
Number 9.
At number 9, we have a little bit of surprise here, but we're going to go with Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls. Now, if you have a character that has super strength, super durability, super speed, and shoots laser beams from the eyes, you have to include them in a list of superheroes. And being that in one of the episodes, Buttercup was listed as being just a little stronger, a little faster than her sisters, we're going to give her the nod here at number 9.
Number 8.
Up next at number 8, we have a character that took the Voltron model from the 80s of combining forces and kicking it into the 90s with Captain Planet, combining earth, wind, water, fire, and heart to make Captain Planet. The cartoon obviously was based around the environment. There was a big push by Turner back then for to kind of champion the environmental cause, and so we had Captain Planet on the scene, kind of guiding us along the way.
Number 7.
Number 7, we have 1/3 of the Galaxy Trio, who is Meteor Man. Meteor Man was from the planet Myor's. I think I'm saying that right. He had the ability to increase his size and strength. You may have seen him kind of making those giant fists, and as I hit my mic here, but giant fist and giant feet, and kind of being like the power, the muscle really behind the team.
Number 6.
We had the other half of Dynomutt and Blue Falcon, which is Blue Falcon. Now, Blue Falcon obviously was a homage, let's say, or a tip of the hat to Batman, being that he was a billionaire with a whole bunch of gadgets and vehicles themed after his alter ego, being Blue Falcon. Blue Falcon was definitely the brains behind the team, and definitely deserves a spot here at number 6.
Number 5.
We have Vapor Man. So the second member of the Galaxy Trio to end up on this list. Vapor Man was actually a pretty underused character. When you think that he could create any sort of vapor he wanted, he could turn himself into vapor, whether poisonous gas or some sort of helpful gas. Vapor Man was the leader of the team, more of the brains behind the operation. So Vapor Man sits here at number 5 for us.
Number 4.
We have Myor. Some of you may remember Myor. He had a club. He had the little dragon that flew around with him. Myor gives me kind of a Thor feel to him. Even with down to the horns on the helmet he had. Myor was, again, another super strong character, could fly. He was a caveman, so most of the adventures took place, back in prehistoric times. But Myor, again, is one of those characters that I would like to see in an updated version of the cartoon.
Number 3.
At number 3, we have Gravity Girl. So Gravity Girl is the third and final member of the Galaxy Trio. Gravity Girl, in all honesty, was the powerhouse of this group. Think of a Magneto type. When we talk about Gravity Girl, able to just lift heavy objects, extremely powerful. Was really, again, being that it was, I believe, the 60s, 50s or 60s the cartoon came out. I can't remember off the top of my head, but being a female character, typically she was obviously underused. But Gravity Girl definitely earned the spot as being the top member of the Galaxy Trio.
Number 2.
Coming in next at number 2. Number 2 and number 1 were kind of a coin flip for me. Both great characters, both really big time heroes in the Hanna Barbera world. But I'm going to go with Birdman at number 2. Birdman was endowed with his powers by the sun god Ra. So basically a regular guy gave him these powers. He had his trusty sidekick Avenger, and he had one of the coolest battle cries ever. And give me a sec here. It goes, Birdman! Can't do it as well as he did, but Birdman coming at number 2 for us.
Number 1.
And coming in at number 1, should be no surprise with Birdman taking the number 2 spot. We're going to go with Space Ghost. Now, most people may know Space Ghost from the talk show, the comedic talk show he did back in the 90s. But the original Space Ghost was definitely a top flight hero. Had a couple of sidekicks, 3 in total, really, with one of them being a monkey. Space Ghost gives me those kind of a space Batman vibe, where he had his bends, he had his flight, he had his invisibility, and if you, as of the time of this recording, I know there's at least one issue out of a Space Ghost comic book, which is kind of reinventing or kind of retelling the story of Space Ghost and how he came to be. Space is a pretty cool story. Space Ghost is definitely one of those characters that needed more depth, and we're definitely finding it here with this new telling. Also, there was a previous book called, I want to say it was Hero Quest or something along those lines, where they had all of these Hanna Barbera characters kind of in one giant story that was being told, which was, again, was pretty cool, but got canceled. I think it's just maybe less than 12 issues in. But again, Space Ghost taking the number 1 spot for us today, as he is the top hero in Hanna Barbera, according to Impact Cartoons. All right, and that's it for today. Thank you guys again for joining us for our very first Impact Cartoons Top 10 list. Always remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, the whole 9. We look forward to bringing you more of these lists. And until next time, we'll see you later.